Yo, what the did I just watch? Um. Okay, so I found a very underrated, disturbing film that you can actually watch for free right now on Tubi. I do go down the disturbing iceberg a lot. This one kind of did pop up a while ago. I did just recently do my rewatch last night as well. So I'm kind of gonna just give my little impressions of it. Then I'm gonna break it down, but I will put the spoiler review kind of pop up there, just so if you want to watch it by yourself without having me ruin it for you, please go ahead. Because this movie fucked me up when I first started it. My wife came home early, and it fucked her up too. But yeah, this is The Coffee Table. Um, doesn't sound very intimidating at all or anything, doesn't really give anything away. But just imagine the worst possible thing happening to you and your family, and then you trying to keep that a secret from the rest of the family while everyone's pestering you about what possibly happened, but they don't know because you won't say anything because the worst possible thing happened. Oh my god. So yeah, it is a black comedy. There is some humor in it. You gotta really dig deep for the humor in there, but man, it just slowly builds the tension more and more and more, and then by the end of the movie, everyone's sad, you're sad, everyone's mouths open, you're like, what the just happened? And it does actually kind of end on like a little bit of a morbidly beautiful note, if you will. But man, dude, this is one movie I've got to recommend to people. Like I said, you can watch it right now for free on Tubi. It is in Spanish. It is a Spanish movie. Just FYI, you will have to read it. But man, the acting was really great. Um, the effects for what you do see, and they don't overdo it, but the implications and what you do see kind of really set a unsettling tone for this movie there. And yeah, I if you like disturbing movies, I can't recommend it enough, man. It's a trip. It's something I like. Why would you make this movie? I don't know, but I'm glad you did because, damn, man, what a wild fucking ride. So yeah, if you want to watch The Coffee Table, go check it out on Tubi. I do highly recommend it. So now I'm gonna kind of get into spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of break down the movie. So if you do want to watch it and just come back to this, that's fine. If you want me to spoil it for you, that's fine. I kind of took some screenshots so I can kind of tell you what happens in the movie there. It starts with the birth of a brand new baby. The mom's pushing, then it cuts to them, buying the coffee table. And it's this atrocious looking coffee table with a sleazy salesman who's trying to sell him this thing. The wife hates it. The husband is telling the wife, look, you got to pick everything in our house from the wallpaper to the rooms to everything. You said I could pick one thing. I want this coffee table. Salesman's, trying to sell it up. This glass will never break. Gonna be the best choice you will ever make. So they do get the coffee table. He's got to lug it up these fucking stairs. It's already causing problems. And then as they're going to their apartment, there is a 13-year-old neighbor girl who is obsessed with the husband and's like, when you gonna tell your wife that we're together? And he's like, look, you tried to kiss me in the elevator and I shut you down, okay? We have nothing there. You asked me for some love poems for school. I gave you that. So you're taking everything out of context because you're psycho and obsessed. So that kind of does come into play later as well. So the dad's trying to put together the coffee table there. Notices one of the screws is missing, so the glass tabletop is not sitting right. So he leans it up against the table there. And so then the wife's, already complaining about it. I told you this was a garbage table. I'm going to go get groceries. You change the baby, put it to bed. I'll be back. As the wife leaves, you have the dad. He's carrying the child, back and forth, Baby's crying, won't stop crying. And then you just hear glass break. Everything goes quiet. Glass scatters across the carpet, little specks of blood. And that's when the movie really kicks up a gear, man, because he tripped and the glass decapitated the babies. Now it's just sitting here with the most horrible thing that could possibly happen to your newborn child. And what the hell are you going to do about it? As anyone would, you cover it up and you make sure no one finds out about it for as long as possible. Yeah, he's sitting there, he's panicked, looking at this mess that just caused. He does put the baby back, or the baby's body back on the couch, changes its diaper, wraps it up, grabs the teddy bear, puts it in the bassinet. And then as all this is going on and he's panicking, the mom's at the store, runs into her friend who's like, oh, you just had a baby. It's going to be great. Having a kid's great. We should call your husband and say, congratulations, Daddy. So they try that and he just hangs up. And there is one thing I do like. There's a little scene on his phone of a baby head emoji. But when he swiped, it made a blood streak to kind of just... kind of really, it's these little tiny touches that kind of sell the panic of what just went on. So anyway, he's trying to clean the mess up. He has to actually go up to the obsessed 13-year-old girl's apartment to ask her and her mother for some cleaning stuff. And then that's when she kind of blackmails him, like, well, I'll give it to you, but you got to tell your wife about us, or I'm going to tell her, so we can run away because you obviously love me more than your wife and your new baby. So he's covered in blood. He tells them he's painting the rooms red. I'm painting the roses red. So he gets the cleaning supplies. He comes back to his apartment, but then the salesman shows up with the missing screw that caused the whole fucking problem. And he's trying to, really be his friend. It's kind of a weird scene. He's like, look, man, we should really hang out more. And so he does get the salesman shows up. He takes the fucking thing, starts cleaning the apartment, and he's panicking, has to take his shirt off, take a shower, all that crap. And so then when the wife comes home and sees, like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, the baby. She's like, oh, it's asleep? Great. Oh, hey, what happened here? And like, oh, the table I bought broke and I got my hand cut. So, and the wife starts laughing like, I told you this was the worst idea. You suck. You picked the table. Ha 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 ha. So she's making fun of him as they're making lunch because his brother and his brother's girlfriend are coming over for lunch or dinner, whatever you want to call it. And he keeps stopping the mom from checking in on the baby. And so with the baby monitor, she starts hearing it drip, 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 drip. And she's like, I got to go check that out. And the dad's like, nope, I know what it is. I'm going to go check it. And then we get the scene of him opening the baby's door and you just see blood pooling to the bottom of the carpet, just making a puddle. So it's like super dark. It's super eerie. He's like, dude... Oh my god, what a ride. Super fun movie, by the way. And so he gets that kind of covered up so it's not dripping anymore. The brother and the brother's girlfriend show up, and the wife already doesn't like the brother because he's dating an 18-year-old. And so they're having this dinner. The dad's struggling to even pay attention. He's drinking a bunch of wine. Even his food starts turning bloody because he's just thinking of crazy shit. And then the brother mentions that they're actually pregnant, and it's this whole, oh man, you're gonna have this nephew growing up, and being a mom's the best thing, and we're gonna be able to raise our kids together. So it's this real struggle dinner going on, to which the brother blows up and says, I don't give a about you and the fucking woman's life you just ruined with your baby. You do this all the time. So the dad gets up to leave, and the brother goes to check on him as he hears him leaving a suicide message on his phone because he's going to jump out the balcony. Wouldn't you? I don't know if I would handle that. You either tell them immediately or you end yourself, because what a pickle to be in. So he tells the brother, shows the brother. The brother and him are trying to figure out what to fucking do next. And so as they're trying to figure out how to tell the wife, the brother's like, look, you should just get my girlfriend and your wife out. She doesn't need to see the baby at all. But then as they're figuring that out, the obsessive 13-year-old girl comes over to be like, look, your husband and I are in love. We've made out. Now it's towards the end of the movie. Everything's really just tense, man. Brother comes out. They look like they just saw death because, yeah, they saw a decapitated baby's body. And so everyone's freaking out. That's when the confrontation happens. And the wife comes in like, hey, so is there something you want to tell me, husband? Because this little girl's got something to say. And she also has her dog with her that won't stop barking. And then as this is all happening, the dog starts barking and barking under the chair, because when he dropped the baby, the head rolled under the chair, and he just left it there because he's not gonna fucking touch it. I kind of get that. Maybe, don't pick up the severed baby's head, or you do all of it at the same time and throw yourself off a balcony. So yeah, that's when everything just explodes. Everyone's face is just distraught, worried. The little 13-year-old girl's like, holy shit, it's a head. The mom's like, because the brother has the head, and she's like, look, what is in your hand? Something's wrong. I need to see that. So everyone's crying, freaking out. The lie's exposed. Everyone's hyperventilating. The mom's holding the baby's head. And then she opens the window, and next thing you know, it shows the husband, because the wife already threw herself off the balcony. And so now, after all this happens, we do cut to the police report. There's all the police taped down there, and they're saying, well, what happened? I guess it was like a double suicide, but she had like a severed baby head in her hands. The brother's girlfriend is just all in shock. The brother's in the back of the police van because he's just going, all he keeps saying is the coffee table, the coffee table, the coffee table. And then on a lighter note that's oddly morbidly romantic, you do see the whole family together over the shitty coffee table holding their baby. So in a way, they did actually get together, which is really great. Postpartumly anyway. I don't know how you can enjoy that, but holy shit, what a fucking crazy ass movie that's fairly recent. I want to say like 2022 more than likely, but man, if you want a wild ride, you want something disturbing, you want to ruin someone's day, but also be like, that was crazy, right? Thanks, I'm never coming to your house again. Like, well, screw you too, buddy. Sorry, I want to show you severed baby heads happening with tables. You don't see that a lot. So, like, man, it really stuck out to me. I do recommend it if you like disturbing movies, if you really like black comedies as well. Like I said, there's humor in it, but oh man, is it dark. It's one dark fucking movie. But yeah, so that's kind of the synopsis and breakdown of The Coffee Table. If you want to watch it, like I said, it's on Tubi. It's free. I felt this needed to be my second episode as well, because, like, man, it's one that disturbed me, threw me off for a while. I started it. Devin came in, saw me watching it. I had to explain her what happened, and then the whole time we're just like, dude. Yeah, so that's The Coffee Table. I really wanted to bring it. It's a very underrated, doesn't get a lot of shout-outs, so if I could bring some more people around to some creepy, weirder movies I like, man, that's just good cinema right there, man. Cinema and art and film is supposed to make you think, stick with you a while. Popcorn movies are fine, but, I can go see a movie in theaters, I'll forget about it in one day. The Coffee Table, I will not forget about for as long as I live. It is locked in the brain. So yeah, thanks for dropping by on my new episode there. Remember, it's Nosferatu, friendly neighborhood Mexican film critic. If you have some other movies or films you want me to talk about or see, leave a comment down there. I'll try to be very engaging, see what I can do, especially some of the newer movies coming out that are on my list. I really do want to watch them as well. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. You stay classy, San Diego, and y'all have a wonderful fucking time, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Por favor, dale me gusta y suscríbete.